Hi Reddit. I'm Chris. I'm 31. I'm the oldest of three, and apparently, the only one in my family with a working brain cell. Or spine. This whole mess started 6 weeks ago, but I've been sitting on it until now, because I needed to be sure it wasn't me who snapped. Spoiler, it wasn't. So, my younger brother Mason, 28, and his girlfriend Lexi, 25, are expecting their first kid. Great for them. I was genuinely happy. I've had my own shit. Lost a pregnancy with my ex-fiancée last year. It broke me. That was supposed to be my kid. My life. I've been dragging myself out of that hole since. But like an idiot, I try to be supportive. Real supportive. I offered to plan and pay for the baby shower. Not chip in. I paid for everything. Venue, food, cake, decorations, custom backdrop, catering, music. I even paid for Lexi's goddamn makeup appointment. I thought, maybe this is a way back in. Maybe I can feel useful again. You have no idea how wrong I was. Day of the shower, everything is set. It's at this nice little rental space, outdoor patio, private bar, real classy. Everyone's buzzing around, posting Instagram stories, acting like they built this party with their bare hands. Nobody thanks me. Whatever. I'm used to it. I'm sipping a beer, minding my business, when Lexi's drunk friend Tara starts getting loud. She's one of those fake deep types who thinks being rude is the same as being real. She walks over with a drink in one hand, finger pointing with the other. Chris, so generous. You throw baby showers for other people's babies now, huh? Everyone laughs. Uncomfortable, half-drunk giggles. She keeps going. I mean, you almost had one yourself, right? But oops, not meant to be. She said it like a joke. Like a ing joke. The entire room went quiet. Even the DJ turned the volume down. I looked straight at Mason, then at Lexi. Neither of them said a word. Lexi smiled. I stood up, finished my beer, and walked straight out. Nobody followed. Nobody called. Nobody texted. I sat in my car for 20 minutes, shaking. Then I turned off my phone and drove home. Left the decorations. Left the gift I bought. Left the custom cake with Baby R written in gold letters. And guess what? Next morning, my mom calls. Not to ask how I'm doing. Not to check in. She says, and I quote, "You ruined the mood last night." Mason's girlfriend cried for hours. You owe her an apology. You think that's where it ends? Oh no. This story is just getting started. I didn't respond to my mom's call. Next morning, my group chat with the family lights up. Guess what? They're doubling down. My aunt posts a photo from the shower. Lexi holding her belly, big-ass fake smile, captioned, "Thank you to everyone who made yesterday special." My cousin Mark sends a gif of someone storming out of a party with a message. Chris really said, "Main character energy," and dipped LOL. Not a single person asked what Tara said. Not one. So I finally text a group. Since nobody here wants to acknowledge what happened, let me remind you. Tara mocked my miscarriage in front of 40 people. Lexi smiled. And none of you said sh*t. You'd think that would shut them up. Nope. My mom replies. You can't hold on to that forever. It's been a year. You were rude to Lexi. She's hormonal and emotional. This is her time. Then Mason jumps in. You made it about yourself. It was a joke. Tara, didn't mean it like that. Didn't mean it? Are you serious? I reply. She said, oops, not meant to be about my dead child. Silence. Then Lexi finally chimes in. TBH, Chris, it's always something with you. I was trying to enjoy my day. Not everything is about your trauma. That was it. I left the chat. Blocked Mason, Lexi, my mom. All of them. You think that's dramatic? You think I overreacted? Then here's the cherry on top. 2 days later, I get a Venmo request. $640. From Mason. Caption. You're half of the baby shower. Since you bailed. I laughed so hard I almost dropped my phone. Then I screen capped it. Posted it to Facebook with one line. Imagine mocking someone's miscarriage and then sending them a bill. That's when sh*t hit the fan. Because now, the rest of the family saw it. My dad's side. My old co-workers. Lexi's sister, who DM'd me. I always knew she was trash. You were the only good one in that room. But guess what my mom did? She called me, screaming, saying I aired family drama in public, and made Lexi cry again. Said I embarrassed Mason as a man. Said I was ruining the family reputation. I said, then maybe stop building reputations on top of dead kids. And hung up. I haven't heard from her since. But someone else reached out that night. And trust me, Reddit, that message changed everything. So who messaged me? Lexi's ex. Didn't even know the guy existed. He found me through the Facebook post. Said he saw the name, put two and two together, and figured he'd reach out. He goes, dude, I just wanted to say you're not crazy. She's always been like this. I didn't reply right away. Was still processing. He sent another. She faked a pregnancy with me. Took money from my family. Told them I abandoned her. She's manipulative as hell. You're not alone. And just like that, the whole image they built, Lexi, the sweet, emotional mama-to-be, started crumbling in my head. I started replaying every scene in that group chat. Every time she twisted stuff, every moment she somehow ended up the victim. You know that phrase, something always fell off? Yeah, that. I thanked the guy and saved the messages. Not planning anything, just in case. Meanwhile, things got weirder. Someone left a note on my windshield. Handwritten, you should be ashamed of what you're doing to your family. Apologize before it's too late. No name, no envelope, just shoved under the wiper blade. I checked my building's cameras. Nothing. Probably one of my relatives, maybe my mom herself. I texted my dad, who's divorced from my mom and mostly stays out of drama. Told him about everything. He called immediately. Chris, I've stayed quiet long enough, but I saw that Venmo post, and I've seen the way they treat you for years. Then he told me something I didn't know. Apparently, Lexi and my mom had been planning the baby shower before I even offered to pay. But the second I offered, they scrapped their plans and let me handle everything because they knew I'd do it better and cheaper for them. It was a setup. Use me, humiliate me, then dump me the second I made them look bad. And that's when I realized something that made my blood run cold. Tara didn't make that joke on accident. She knew. Someone told her. They used my loss as party entertainment. And I swear, Reddit, I thought I was done with revenge. But after that, game on. So I posted the screenshots, the Venmo request, the note on my windshield, and, yeah, the messages from Lexi's ex. I blurred his name. I wasn't trying to wreck his life, just protect mine. Caption the post. For those wondering why I ruined a baby shower, here's a look behind the curtain. It went viral. Not Reddit viral. Real life viral. My inbox flooded. Messages from people I hadn't spoken to since high school. Neighbors. Old co-workers. Hell, even my gym trainer sent me a damn, bro, that's dark text. But the best part? Lexi's GoFundMe got flagged and taken down. Yep, they had one. Help us recover from a canceled baby shower crying face. $1,200 raised in 3 days. Gone. And then Tara messaged me. The same one who ran her mouth in front of everyone, made a joke about my miscarriage, and stood there smiling like she won something. She DMs me. Hey, you're making this way bigger than it needs to be. I was tipsy and joking. Grow up. Then another. If you don't take that shit down, I'll sue you for defamation. That one, I screenshotted. Publicly. Then I replied, you really think mocking the death of my child is funny? I've got witnesses, audio, texts, and now this threat. Go ahead. Try me. She blocked me within 30 minutes. But it didn't end there. Lexi called me. From a different number. Chris, you're ruining my reputation. I can't even go out without someone bringing this up. You need to take it all down. I said, Lexi, you let your friend humiliate me in front of everyone. You smiled. You did nothing. Then she said it. You're a man. You'll never understand what it's like to actually carry a baby. So maybe your pain isn't the same. That moment broke something in me. I laughed. Dead serious. Dead calm. You're right, I said. I'll never carry a child. But I sure as hell carried your baby shower. And I hung up. You think it's over now? Nah, because someone else reached out next. And what they told me, it made everything explode again. So the next person to message me, Lexi's older sister, Megan. She sent me a DM that just says, can I call you? I need to clear my conscience. We'd barely spoken before. She was always quiet at family stuff. The sensible one, I guess. We get on the phone, and she says, dead serious. I warned them not to push you. I didn't even know what she meant yet. Then she unloads it all. She tells me that before the baby shower, they were laughing about how emotional I'd been since my loss. That Lexi had joked, Chris is basically infertile now. He'll be the best gay uncle ever. That Tara was encouraged to loosen up and make the party fun by roasting people. They thought if they embarrassed me in public, I'd either laugh it off or crawl away. Either way, I wouldn't be a distraction anymore. I asked, "You're telling me they planned that?" Megan goes, "Lexi 100% signed off on it. Mason too. Your mom just said, boys need to toughen up." I was quiet for a while. Then Megan drops one more bomb. "You should know, Lexi hasn't been to a prenatal appointment in months." What? She told the family she had one last week. I asked her what the doctor said, and she changed the subject. I asked point blank, "Do you think she's even pregnant?" Megan didn't answer. She just said, "I think if you dug a little, you might find out more than you want to know." So I dug. I called the event planner who did the balloon arch, the one I paid $400 to. "Hey, did Lexi ever confirm if she wanted the baby name Banner? I didn't see one in the photos." She replies, "She never gave me a name. Said they were still deciding." Honestly, it was weird. She kept changing the due date too. I start putting pieces together. Then I remembered something. Mason's Venmo request. Guess what I noticed? The funds from his account were going into Lexi's brother's business PayPal. Not a baby registry. Not a medical fund. A goddamn car flipping account. They were pocketing sympathy money to fund his side hustle. And suddenly, all of it made sense. The fake tears. The stage drama. The silence from my mom. This wasn't just a betrayal. It was a con. And I just ripped the lid off it. After that PayPal discovery, I went full forensic mode. I wasn't just angry anymore. I wanted every receipt. So I started with the baby registry. The public one Lexi had posted in our family group. Claimed she was so touched by all the support. Well, guess what? None of the items were marked as received. None. Not the ones I knew for a fact were delivered. Not even mine. I had personally sent a $200 diaper station. I emailed the registry support. Asked if it was possible to delete or hide purchases. The response? Yes. Users can toggle visibility of fulfilled items manually. They were hiding it, faking it, probably duplicating gifts and reselling the extras. Next, I called the private venue where the shower was held. I told the manager who I was, and she hesitated at first, then let something slip. "You're the guy who paid for it, right?" The family said it was donated space. I thought that was weird since we charged full price. That's when I lost it. I emailed the entire guest list, CC'd every single person who had attended the baby shower. Subject line, "Some truths about the party you attended." I attached screenshots, Venmo, registry fraud, the PayPal business link, Megan's anonymous quote with her permission. And I ended the message with, "If you donated or bought anything, you have the right to know where your money actually went." Within 12 hours, the messages came pouring in. 2 people had already opened fraud claims through their bank. Another said they were reporting Lexi and Mason to Venmo directly. Someone even forwarded my email to Lexi's church group, the one she kept bragging about on Instagram as her community. That's when it really exploded. Lexi's Instagram went private. Mason deleted his Twitter. Tara, the troll with the miscarriage comment, she posted a passive-aggressive mental health break note and disappeared. My mom called again. I didn't answer. She left a voicemail. "Chris, what did you do? They're being harassed. This is on you. Be the bigger person." I sent her one text. "You protected liars. I exposed them. That's the difference." But that wasn't the end, because the next knock on my door wasn't from a family member. It was a process server with a letter in hand. So yeah, process server. Knock on my damn door. I open it. He hands me a padded envelope, says, "You've been served," and walks off. Inside, a cease and desist letter from Lexi's lawyer, accusing me of harassment, defamation, and incitement. Yeah, they were really trying it. The same people who mocked my dead kid and stole from their own baby shower guests were now threatening me for telling the truth. I didn't panic. I forwarded it to my lawyer, a guy I've used before for business contracts. He read it and goes, "This is pure intimidation. They're hoping you'll shut up. Don't." So I didn't. Instead, I posted the letter, removed any legal names, captioned it. "They want to silence me for calling out a con." Imagine threatening lawsuits instead of apologizing. It blew up again. Lexi's church group? They cut her off. Deleted her from their FB page. The pastor sent me a DM. I'm so sorry this happened. We were misled. That word stuck with me, misled. Because that's what Lexi and Mason did to everyone. Family, friends, strangers online. They played the pregnant couple card and weaponized sympathy like it was a damn currency. And now, finally people were seeing it. But guess what came next? Mason. He showed up at my apartment building. No call, no text. Just stood in the lobby like he was waiting for a hostage negotiation. I didn't go down. I buzzed him through the intercom. Why are you here? You ruined her life, Chris. No, she did that herself. I just held up the mirror. Look, I just want this to stop. People are threatening us. Lexi's having panic attacks. I let the silence sit. Then I said, is she even pregnant? He didn't answer. So I said again, is she even pregnant? His voice cracked. I don't know anymore. I cut the intercom. He stood there 5 more minutes, then left. I've seen a lot of messed up family drama in my life, but this was another level. The fake pregnancy, the stage party, the silence from people who should have defended me. And now they wanted me to apologize? There was only one way this could end. And Reddit? The final nail came from someone I never expected to hear from again. The person I never expected to hear from? Tara's ex-boyfriend. He found my story online. Said he used to date her years ago, and everything I described, the cruelty, the manipulation, the mean girl act disguised as jokes, was textbook Tara. But he added something that made my stomach turn. She lied about being pregnant too. Claimed I left her while she was expecting. She even faked ultrasound pics. It clicked. Lexi and Tara? Birds of the same toxic-ass feather. He sent me screenshots from back then. Same tactics. Sympathy grifts. Mocking people who called her out. Block and victim blame strategy when exposed. I sent it all to my lawyer. Not to press charges, not yet, but to build my case if they ever escalated. Meanwhile, Lexi went silent. No posts. No updates. Nothing. Then, out of nowhere, 2 weeks later, she quietly deactivated her baby registry. Like nothing ever happened. That was the end. No apology. No explanation. Just digital vanishing. My family? Still divided. My mom refuses to speak to me. Says I'm dangerous now. Mason? He moved in with a buddy. No word on the baby. If there even was one. But here's what I do know. I didn't let them walk all over me. I didn't stay quiet. I didn't pretend it was okay to be publicly humiliated over my loss just to keep the peace. I burned the damn bridge. And I'd do it again. Reddit, if you take anything from this, family doesn't mean loyalty. Sometimes, family means stepping back and lighting the match.